Good evening,
Mm.
ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. So, how are you doing?
Yeah, fantastic. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. And how about you?
I'm also good. Thank you for asking. So, as we are meeting for the first time, let's start with the inclusion. So, shall I
Yes, yes,
introduce myself first? Yes,
yes.
I am Shabnam, connecting from Mumbai. By profession, I am a pharmacist. I'm a full-time trader, mother, and homemaker as well. So, this is a brief introduction of me. And I talk about my hobbies, so I don't have any special hobbies. Just I would like to squander my time, spending my time on the social media, scrolling the reels and shorts videos. This is my hobbies, but I hardly spend my time to doing this work. So yes, this is a short introduction of me. Could you please
Yes,
introduce of yourself?
yes, definitely. And first of all, thank you for giving this beautiful opportunity to introduce myself in front of you. I am Santanu Das. I am from West Bengal. By profession, I am working person. And if I talk about my education qualification, I have completed my graduation in mathematics subject. And if I talk about my hobbies, I always like playing cricket and football. Apart from also, I am running my one YouTube channel, which name is English with SD. That's all about me, and it is my short introduction, ma'am. Yeah,
Okay, great. It's good interruption. So, what did you say like about your qualification? I couldn't hear it properly.
yeah.
Graduation in what?
I have completed my graduation in mathematics subject.
Mathematics. Okay, so math is your favorite subject.
Yes, yes,
Oh, that's great because many students they don't like maths. It's a really tricky and witty kind of subject. I remember when I passed my 10th and when I got admission in the 11th standard, at that time, like I wanted to be in that pharmacy field. So for that, math is not required, was not required. So I skipped that option, like math. I skipped that math and I chose something else. So really, because whenever we go on the higher level, math is like it's becoming tricky and complicated.
yes. And right now also I am working person, but before also I always used to teaching, but right now also I don't teach. Yeah, but when I was
Mhm.
starting in my college, at the same time I was teaching in my home as a private tutor in mathematics subject, and there were 120 students in a six batch. But right now also I don't get free time. I don't teach. Yeah.
In one batch, you took 100 students.
There are 120 students in a six batch.
Okay. So you divided into the six batches.
Yes.
That's great. So, did you handle alone all students? Was
Yes.
there
Yes.
anyone with you?
No. I'm on the one
Okay.
person.
Hmm. So, which subject did you teach?
Yeah, mathematics.
Only maths, only
Yes. Yes.
mathematics.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you have a
And ma'am,
keen interest.
yes. Ma'am, right now also you are a pharmacist.
Yes.
I, are you working person? Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Okay. You were asking about my pharmacy. Yes,
yes.
I used to work as a pharmacist in medical store in pandemic time. But after that, like it's quite arduous for me to manage my household chores and that outside working. So I quit from my job. I left that job because of timing issue, and we also don't have holidays. Hardly we have holidays. The timing was ridiculous, so it's quite difficult for managing. That's why I left that job. And nowadays, in term of pharmacy, I don't have any kind of job right now because all day like I do work on my PC regarding trading. Okay, and apart from this, I connect with the co-learners. I try to enhance my communication skill, and other works are there. So overall, all in all, my schedule is packed. Like it's a kind of frantic schedule I have.
Yes. And ma'am, when did you start your English speaking journey?
Well, I started I think 1.5 years ago. I started this journey, and it's
Yes.
still I feel it's a long life journey. We can't say like we within the few years we can learn everything, but still I try my level best to do every day. Try to do practice with co-learners and new things. Try to learn new things.
Ma'am, why are you learning English? What is your goal?
Nothing, not a special. We all know the significance of this language. and how much important nowadays it's a barrier. If you want to do anything, it's a biggest barrier in anyone's life. Without breaking this barrier, we can't imagine to go ahead. So this is the one thing. And apart from the whatever the importance of this language, we already know. And the third thing is also like somewhere this is the language. This English language is the one thing which helps to improve your communication skill, your personality, and anyone can be like it's a state of symbol of status. Nowadays, people run after this language only, and it gives happiness actually. And also I feel okay, doing something is better, and rather than engrossing in the ridiculous outlandish things. That's why, but
Yes,
there is no special motive, just I am enthusiastic towards this language, and I love learning this language. That is the reason.
yes, yes. And ma'am, you have been learning English for a long time. Right now, also you are speaking very well. There is no doubt also. But my next question is: earlier, did you join any coaching center? Did you join any institute for speaking English?
No, no, I never ever joined any. I have never ever joined any classes for this. I remember like 2 years ago, my brother he joined a classes. He joined a class and he went there for the 15 days. But after 15 days, their method was not good. And my brother, he was not able to understand anything. Within the 15 to 20 days, he left that classes. And he said, it's not my cup of tea to learn this language. Then, like all of a sudden, I thought I should learn this language, and I started with the YouTube only. Most of the learners they start with the YouTube. Plethora of videos are available. We can watch, we can learn, and we can inculcate those videos and rules in our practical communication. So I did the same thing. I have been doing the same thing still. So yes, I have never ever joined, but just only one application I used when I was beginner, because I feel I now I crossed the beginner level. So when I was beginner, I used one application, Joestock application, and I
Yes, yes,
purchased the subscription. It was like 500 rupees for the per year, and I purchased that subscription, and I used that application for the 6 months. And
yes,
subsequently, I felt like it's quite hard to find out a good and serious learner. Most of the time I'm connected with the beginner. Some beginners were not able to speak a single sentences. So then I started facing difficulties. Then I started like stopped using that application. But for the beginner, I must say it's a really helpful application, and all application like this, AAC, Fluency, and this Joestock, many applications are there. But for the beginner, really it's helpful.
yes, yes. Ma'am,
Do you
how
use
much time? Yes,
any
I
application?
used to. Yes, I used to use this kind of application, Highbrow, Excellency, CV.
I
I used to
progress.
use, but right now also I don't use. Right now also every single day I talk to people through this application. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
and ma'am, how much time do you practice every single day?
Well, you're talking about the video call practice or something else, like listening or anything like reading. You're
No,
talking
all over.
about overall, overall.
Yes,
Okay,
overall.
overall. Well, every day it's not a fixed time for me. Whenever I get time, I try to learn something or the other. When I do anything simultaneously, I never like sit alone to learn this language. I always learn simultaneously. Whenever I do anything, at the same time, I listen to anything, or if I get time, I start. Just now, I started reading because I hate reading, but because of this language, I had to start reading also. So every day, 15 to 20 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on the time, I read, listen to whenever I do any work, then listen to any conversation, any content which is related to this language. It's not a fix like, okay, only conversation video. Anything come across on my YouTube channel, I start listening to. And yes, it's not a fixed time, but most of the time I spend in this language, most of the time.
Yes, yes. And ma'am, do you have any friend who is willing to learn English in your locality? Do you have any friend in your locality who is willing to learn English?
I don't think so. In my area, in my society, no one is there. And if anyone is present, but I'm not like cognizant to that person. But maybe many people, like most of the people, and I live in a building. So building society people, they are like always keep with themselves. They hardly connect with each other. Maybe and many person they present, but right now I'm unaware about this. And yes, one of my friend, I do practice with her, not every day, but whenever we get time. So we practice sometime on the audio call, sometime on video call.
Yes, yes. And ma'am,
Yes.
what kind of methods do you follow for your improving your vocabulary skill?
Well, there is no specific method. Whatever the method is telling on the like YouTube, all aspects like listening, reading, and remembering the vocabulary. So, what are the methods are given on the YouTube? I try to use all these methods, but my problem is that my nature is frisky. I can't stay on any particular method. I can't stick for the long time. Like if I use any method for the 7 days or 10 days, then I uh, vapid then I get vapid, and again I started doing something else, different method. So I keep changing these methods all like over the time. I can't stick with the like same method. So my problem. But
Yes, yes.
whatever I do, I enjoy. Sometimes I use the shadowing method, sometimes imitating method. So sometimes I try to make sentences using new vocabulary. So all methods I use.
And ma'am, do you read any books? Do you read any newspaper for your improving your English skill?
Actually, I don't read any newspaper, but yes, reading newspaper videos are available on YouTube. So I try to watch one video every day. It's not possible like every day I can't watch, but still I try to watch every day. Some day I skip, but 5 days in a week I try to watch the video of newspaper reading. Practically, I don't read newspaper, but I watch the video related to newspaper reading and about like reading the books. So recently, I have read one book, that is Do Epic Shit, and I have completed that book. And this is the first book of my life, like English language book. First time I totally like read that book, and I enjoyed. That is like non-fiction book, so it was good book. I read
Yeah.
within the I think 15 to 20 days or maybe in the 1 month.
And ma'am, you also watch the YouTube video in English. But what kind of channel do you follow for your improving English skill?
Like 90% I follow only one channel. I have been following for the long time. It's English with Chandan. So I considered Chandan sir my tutor, like, as my tutor. I never joined any classes, but the way he making understand the students, he has a like proficient knowledge of this language. So his way of teaching I like, and most of the video and most of the time I try to watch his video only. 80% I watch Chandan sir video, and apart from this 20% I watch other videos if I get time. Because whenever I open my YouTube, I always see his video only. He has uploaded more than 3,000 or 4,000 videos. So every day I get something or the other to watch that. So most of the time I follow only one channel. He's my like I consider he's the best tutor.
Yes, yes. And my next question is, what do you think English grammar is important for speaking English?
Grammar, well, yes, grammar is the backbone of any language. Without grammar, we can't say. I'm not saying like 100% we should involve in the grammar each and every nuance thing, but grammar is really important. Every aspects of grammar. If we want to be an advanced learner, so speculation, conditional, and passive, we should know all these things, and practically we should be able to improve in infuse those grammatically concept in our conversation. Then only we can be a advanced level speaker. Otherwise, if we know only many people they say like okay if you know present tense past tense that is enough. I know it's enough, but we can't say like using these few tenses any person will be a proficient speaker or advanced level speaker. No, grammar should be there. I am a grammar buff. I love learning grammar. I love learning deep depth of the grammar, and that's why I like Chandan sir videos, because Chandan sir he knows everything about the grammar, most of the thing, a new nuance knowledge he has, and that's why I go with the grammar. Many people they say okay grammar is not important, but I don't think so. Without grammar it's not possible. Our mind get like struggle a lot if you don't know the grammar. It's important, really, it's indispensable.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. English basic grammar is important for speaking English. I know properly also. When I was starting in my school life, when I was starting in class 8 standard and 9 standard, that time my English was not good. And that time also I was very weak in English subject. And that time also I could not write one sentence in English properly. But in this time also, I am working person. Whenever I get free time, always try to learn English. First of all, I have cleared the all grammatical rules, and after completing the grammatical rules, right now also I am being able to speak English little bit. Yeah, and in my point of view, English grammar is important. But I also asked this question. I asked to many people, and few other people they are also told me, if how do you learn in your native language? I also told after listening. They also he also told me, you also learn English after listening. But in my point of view also, in our locality, in our home, there is no good environment for speaking English.
Exactly,
But
exactly.
there is a good environment in my native language. Yeah, but that's why also after learning after listening, I learn the native language. But in our locality, in our home, there is no good environment for English. Yeah, that's why also English grammar is important.
Yes, it's evident that without grammar, it's our second language. We don't have that ambience around us. And native language, each and every member of our family, we can talk with our native language like 24 hours. And if we talk about this language, we hardly get that involvement. The thing is different if I lived in Australia and any other country, British or
Yes,
America, that the thing is different. I could have learned everything by listening only, by observing only. No need to learn grammar. But in our case, we live in a different country and it's not possible without learning. I remember when I started this journey, I used to get confused a lot. I got perplexed a lot. And at that time, why? Because I used to get confused between the tenses only. Okay, where to use present perfect, where to use past, like they're quite similar to each other. I was not able to differentiate the difference between them. Then I started learning the grammar, and gradually I have grown to like clear my all doubts regarding grammar or making the sentences. Like construct, if you want to construct the sentence, how like without grammar we can understand easily? It's
yes,
not
yes, yes,
possible.
yes, yes. And ma'am, I would like to ask another questions. What is the better process, thinking English or translating English? What do you think? What is the better
Thinking.
process? Thinking.
Thinking, because translating is not possible. We're not going to write anything. If the thing is writing is different thing. We have lots of time. We can correct it, erase it. But at the time of speaking, spontaneously we should react to another person. And at the time, if we try to like first think and then translate, it's not possible. Practically, it's not happen. Better we can think in English, because every person they talk with themselves in like any language, native language. So better we can move to the this language only. Now I also inculcate this habit. Whenever I talk to myself inwardly, I try to tell all the thing in English only. If I don't get proper sentence, proper vocabulary, I go to search. And on the pretext of this, I also get to know new things that okay, oh, we can say this. And we know like synonym is equally important. Without synonym, it's not possible. We can't use one synonym only in our conversation. We have to have knowledge of all synonym, at least 4 to 5 synonyms, so we can interchangeably use in our conversation. So yes,
Yes, yes. And ma'am, right now also you belong to Mumbai. And do you like traveling?
traveling. Well, local train are available in Mumbai. So I love local train. But after 10 o'clock or before 5, like after 10 to 5, I love traveling by local train because in the early morning it's so crowded. You can't
Yes,
imagine to go and get in the train. And evening time also, the working people they come and go. They commute by train only. So I love traveling, but the time duration should be fixed, and
yes,
it's also affordable. I love traveling, but not a lot. It's depending on the like situation and the person with whom I'm going, where I'm going. So yes, I'm a
and
not a kind of audiophile. I feel.
have you visited any another state in our country?
Yes, I have visited. I have visited. I have been there once, Madhya Pradesh, Indore, and Goa. Once I went there also. I have been there, Goa, and yes, last year I went Ooty for sojourn of like 10 days. So yes, these like 2 or 3 places I have been there for the few
Yes, yes.
days.
You also went to Madhya Pradesh, Goa, and also Ooty. But in which purpose did you go there?
Last time my daughters they had vacation, So in 10 days vacation, actually I like since I watched Raj movie. Since that time, I have been keen interest to watch to visit Ooty because I watched that Raj movie. Have you know like about the Raj movie? It's a movie. 15 years ago. I don't know like which year, but it was launched at that time. And having seen that movie, I wanted to visit Ooty once in my life. So last year, my daughters they had vacation, so we decided to go for the sojourn, and then we chose this Ooty for the 10 days. I went there, and the one thing I like for the Ooty that they people they don't understand any language. They understand their native language, Telugu, Kannada, something, and the language is like different. We can't understand. So many times they understand English. So like I went there and I got chance to do my practice. I talked with them in English. So I practiced a lot and I enjoyed. Because of that, I enjoyed.
Yes, yes. And ma'am, do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes, yes. I have YouTube. Just 2 months ago, I have created YouTube channel because I also want to connect with the co-learners. I wanted to talk on the video call because talking on the audio call is a piece of cake, I think. But when it comes to speaking on the video call, it's quite challenging, and that's why in order to like get connected with the anonymous personality, practice with them, I started my YouTube channel and I also upload the videos, not regular, but yeah, once or twice in a week.
Yes, yes, yes. And ma'am, you have been running your YouTube channel 2 months, yeah?
I think
About two
more
two
than two
months.
months. Yes, 2.5 months.
And what is the
I
name
think.
of your channel?
Okay, my
YouTube
channel
channel?
name is English with Shabnam. English with Shabnam. Simple
Yes,
name
yes,
like all the like YouTuber they keep this name only. I also have kept the same name with my
yes,
name
yes,
like English with Shabnam. Yes.
yes, yes. All right, ma'am. It is nice promotion. Also, you are speaking very well, and I have learned a lot of things from you. Thank you for giving your valuable time. Yeah. All right. Nice to
Thank you.
meet you.
Thank you for connecting me with me. You had lots of questions with you. You kept on asking me. Actually, I wanted to ask many things, but you didn't give me chance. But it's okay. I
Yes,
enjoyed
yes.
that connection connecting with you.
All, all right, ma'am. Nice
Thank
to meet
you.
you. Take care. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Okay. Bye bye.